Should be loading in right now. Today, we're going to be talking about some conspiracy stuff, boys. All right. We got a couple things on the list here. We're going to be talking about David Wilcox, Amy Eskridge, Ning Lee, some patterns, some interesting points, and we're going to be looking at some secret space programs, other stuff along those lines. But yeah, welcome in. We are going to get started here in just a second. Bang, bang, bang. All right. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to be looking at a little bit of David Wilcox first. Looks like this is from his final video. In his own words, people are disappearing, scientists are going missing, the president himself is looking into it. It's a bit scary. Good night. Let's listen to it. This is his last words here.
You know, every day that I have on earth is a gift and a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that. Because, frankly, people are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. Now they're saying they're going to investigate this. The president himself is saying they're going to look into this and see if anything's going on. It's a little bit scary. I got to say, it's a little bit scary. But you guys knew that I might still show up even though it was last minute and I've had a really rough week. Like, you know, that's kind of like every week. But somehow we keep on making it through all of this.
Now, does that sound like a suicidal guy? That's the first line.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to be here.
You know, every day that I have on earth is a gift and a blessing, and
Every day I have on earth is a gift and a blessing.
I'm very grateful for that.
Grateful for that.
Because, frankly, people
Does that guy sound suicidal to you guys?
are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. Now they're saying
He has fear.
they're going to investigate this. The president himself is saying they're going to look into this and
He's thinking about the future of these topics here.
see if anything's going on. It's a little bit scary. I got to say, it's a little bit scary. But you guys knew that I might still show up even though it was last minute. I've had a really rough week. Like, you know, that's kind of like every week. But somehow we keep on making it through all of this.
I mean, he had a really rough week, and then somehow, that's kind of the scariest thing he said there, the most leading to that type of conclusion, type of thing he said there. But they buried this for a reason. David Wilcox drops the atomic red pill right here. The Book of Enoch exposes the Watchers, extraterrestrial engineers who descended, lusted after human women, and engineered hybrid red-headed giants into the so-called fallen angels. These weren't myths. This was genetic tampering on a planetary scale. The flood, not random wrath. It was the reset button on the illegal experiment that infected the bloodlines. Even Jesus quoted these forbidden texts. Why did the elite hide Enoch while they were early church? No good. All right. So we got 3 minutes here. Check it out.
Hear about the Illuminati. If you watch the movie Eyes Wide Shut, you hear about something called the Saturn cult.
Saturnus. Guys, the first thing you're going to know about Saturnus is the black cube. Okay? What other deities like that black cube, yeah?
And the festival of Saturnalia. Why? Because these
It's for fertility. Saturn, I think Saturn is a fertility god, if I'm not mistaken.
people trace themselves back to the progenitors who had originally settled on Saturn. So if you look in Eyes Wide Shut, when they're all wearing the masks, they do this dance where they go around in a circle, and that emulates the rings of Saturn orbiting. Because they trace themselves as the descendants of Saturn, and they believe that they're different from the rest of us, that they have extraterrestrial DNA that made them the gods.
So there's, because of their bloodlines and their DNA, that's what has got their energy to be where it is, where they can be rich, they can do these rituals and harness energy.
And that
like
kind
they're
of
harvesting
segueing into the next part of our talk. So there were a very small number of survivors when the moon was blown up, and they got out with only, apparently, the story is, the moon was so badly hit that only a few of their damaged spacecraft got out, and their civilization on Earth was almost completely wiped out. So just a small number of them made it, and they crash landed on Earth, and they then interbred with humans, which they were specifically warned not to do, and this created what we call, in the Book of Enoch, the fallen angels. Their offspring,
Or the
their
Nephilim.
children, most likely, the hybrids of their own form, which was about 36 feet tall, and native people on Earth, became these 12 to 13 foot tall, red-headed, white-skinned humans. And white skin was not normal for the Earth.
Yeah.
And this is preserved in a book that the Vatican did not want you to read, that wasn't even found until the 1800s, but it's very old.
So he's saying that white people are aliens, or white people are the creation of an hybrid species between alien, which are angels and demons, I'm assuming.
As old as the book of Genesis, called the Book of Enoch. It's a very, very important text. And I'm going to be doing a lot more about this as I go on, probably writing it into my books. The Scottish explorer James Bruce discovered several copies of it in Ethiopia in 1773. It was translated in 1821, and Jesus quotes from this book in the New Testament, so he obviously thought it was pretty important. The key chapters are chapters 1 through 36, called the Book of the Watchers, and it says that this man, Enoch, was Noah's grandfather, and that he lived for 365 years. So he was some kind of extraterrestrial.
365 years is pretty sick. I wonder if that's how we got our days, man. But Enoch never died. It's on all the Bible, Enoch is walks with God. He doesn't die.
Enoch acts as a messenger for what appear to be benevolent extraterrestrials who had threatened these people on Earth, the Watchers, with total destruction that became Noah's flood. But before the flood, before their civilization was wiped out again, because we're now talking about 12,000 years ago, the big Atlantean flood, they used Enoch as a messenger to kind of cut a deal with the good guys, the benevolent ETs, and say, would you please not destroy us? In this book, the Book of Enoch, it says that there was only 200 of them that descended. They became the fallen angels. Lucifer was one of the fallen angels, interestingly enough. He was the leader. The insiders I've spoken to have said it's probably a lot more than 200.
Is that the 200? That's just from Enoch, right? That's just his time period. That there could be plenty more. No? That's why I look at that. But yeah, if you guys believe in the Book of Enoch, you have to believe in like a lot more of the original Bible stories where they got kicked out of heaven and all this and all that. David Wilcox was preparing us for full disclosure before he disappeared.
I want you to be ready.
Let's see.
I want you to be prepared. I want you to be ready. I want you to psychologically and emotionally prepare yourself for what will be the most stunning events you've ever seen in your entire life. That is what we're heading into. It is not going to stay like this, where people can still be skeptical and they can still be annoying and they can still say, well, I don't know if I believe any of this stuff. You will not have that luxury anymore. You will not have the luxury of denying what is going on. You will not have the luxury of being ignorant.
Yep. We're getting this way now.
So obvious for those who are, even with.
We're getting this way now. If you're a young man or even a young woman that is paying attention to this, you will see that everybody is basically either lying or they're just playing ignorant. It's not going to be that opportunistic for these people soon. These people are going to basically receive like ostracization if they don't start to understand what we understand. You have to fit evolution. If you guys want to talk about evolution or whatever, you have to move with the pack. And if all these people understand that, hey, there are people holding us down, killing us, making our lives absolute hell on earth on purpose, and the other people are just okay with it, and that's why it's happening. It's because half of people are just letting it happen and the other half don't want it to happen. That's going to be civil war. That's going to be insane stuff. So you cannot just sit there and choose to be ignorant soon. It won't be available.
Minimal insight that there is something very, very crazy going on. That the world is being run not the way we were told in school, not the way you're told on television, but there's something else going on. It's dark, it's weird, it's scary. There is a monster under the bed. We're really being held back by the people who don't see this yet, and the reason typically they don't see it is political ideology and fear.
Man.
I want you to be prepared. I want you to
That's why politics is so stupid, bro. They control our brainwaves and what we think about, they control everything just through politics and headlines, guys. They can have you read a headline and have you think a certain way. It's insane stuff, man. All right, so mirror, mirror on the wall, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers are going to have great fall. For witchcraft goes both ways. David Wilcock, born March 8th, 1973. He might be dead, but enough was said. Scientists' deaths, government involvement, or fake deaths. Gaia, the source field. The source field. It's pretty sick. The source field. Not gonna lie. It's pretty sick. Chat. You think force fields could exist? This is all anti-gravity stuff. So, I feel like this is some pretty force field. If you do anti-gravity, it has to be you do force fields too, right? That's what I thought. All right, let's check them out.
They're as serious as a heart attack. And if it wasn't for these universal laws, they would have taken me out.
I think they would have.
They've tried and tried and tried. I have been given death threats directly from the Rothschilds 3 different times. They have actually had somebody that they could talk to.
Straw parties.
It's from them, through this person, to me, 3 times. Direct death threats from the Rothschilds. Shut up or we're going to take you out. And I'm still doing it.
You're still doing it.
Because what they really try to do is they try to lure you in with a honey trap that gets you to authorize your own death. That's how it works.
But you need to be careful, and let me tell you why. We are being plagued with naturopathic doctors being murdered. That's happening all around the country, all around the planet these days. We have had biochemists killed. Stephen Quayle and I have talked about that for years. They're getting to these people who are those that would be able to fight back with their knowledge of alternative medicine and things like that. And we've been having these things happen, David, since the beginning of time. Strange deaths occurring around some people who wanted to go public about some things in the presidential campaigns.
It's always these certain topics
a person
that get people killed.
They claim committed suicide. Obviously, they said got killed on his left side, but he's right-handed. So, I mean, who does that?
And nobody took his wallet or his keys or anything.
Nothing.
Just leave him there.
And they claimed
they claimed he was robbed.
They robbed him of nothing.
They robbed him of nothing.
In your case, you need to be careful.
See, he's even being warned, man.
You know,
You can't.
I'm gonna quote
You can't
Abraham
let them
Lincoln. I think I did this on your show before, but it's worth saying it again. I'd rather die once at the hand of an assassin than die every day in fear of assassination.
Like, bro, that bangs. He said, "I'd rather die once from actually being assassinated than to be scared, so scared that I can't live my life every day because I'm worried about an assassination." That's crazy, man.
By the time you watch this video, I will have passed away. I am grateful to have been
This is
here.
AI generated,
Every
though?
single day I spent on Earth was a gift and a blessing, and I am endlessly thankful for it. But to be honest, people are disappearing. Those scientists are going missing. Over the past 33 months, at least 10 aerospace-related scientists have vanished without a trace. Who will be next?
I don't know if that's
I dare
true,
not imagine.
but
Some darkness is far more terrifying than we could ever imagine. Government cover-ups of UAPs, secret space programs, anti-gravity technology, all these hidden truths are backed by conspiracies we can...
Interracial alien mating? What the F is going on? Look,
was members of my staff there, and what they explained is that the military ran a very secret program where
is that actually Matt Gaetz?
aliens that were living were in forced breeding programs with humans that had been abducted from war zones and from even the Caribbean, 12 locations around the country where this happened. And what he wanted was a group members of Congress to all show up at the same time at all of these different locations.
Huh. I don't know if, do you guys give any sauce to that one?
From whistleblowers, from the cabal itself, is that they have to work within something they call the rules. And this is very, very important. The rules are a body of spiritual principles that they must follow in order to be allowed to exist. Now, what do I mean by allowed to exist? I mean that they are aware that there are benevolent forces that will prevent them from achieving their goals unless we give them permission to enslave us. Ultimately, the universe is intelligent, alive, and conscious, and it is benevolent. It is a benevolent consciousness. That consciousness does not allow the negative to succeed unless it is invited. So the cabal has made a science, a very elaborate science, out of studying these arcane, occult
So it's just rituals. They learned how to do rituals and now they use them, right?
magical principles that allow them to get away with what they do. So they have to put out everything that tells you who they are in music videos, in these Super Bowl halftime shows, the Grammy Awards ceremonies. They're out there showing you the truth. This is what people are going to have so much trouble with once disclosure happens, is that these people actually practice black magic.
Oh, yeah.
And they are very, very good at it.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing, too. So many people are under the spell, right? And this is going to lead me to that Donald Trump thing that Tucker Carlson just came out and said, man, I think he has, like, this supernatural ability to cast, like, a weakness or compliance spell to anybody that's around him. Which, if you focus in on almost every single one of, like, these, like, music videos or artists or whatever that use black magic, they always kind of have, like, some type of... You get like a feeling, you get like this weird like emotion that the video is able to give you. You know, you're able to feel it from the video, but then because you're feeling it, your reactions turn into something else, right? So like they can say a word that has you feel something, and then they show something that feeling is reacting to. That's how they MK Ultra you. You know, to start caring about a bunch of stuff. Like they'll show you a headline. Donald Trump murders something, or Joe Biden fell down, and then they show you the video right behind it, so to make you feel bad for Biden for falling down and being old and all that stuff, or want to kill Trump for killing people, just shit like that. Man, it's so wild though. Yeah, I have some more David Wilcock stuff. Give me 1 second on that, though. Let me find it right quick. Hold on. Is this? I think this might be it. No. Search up a like. Hold on. I'll find it. Give me 1 second. All right, so we're gonna be reacting to a David Wilcock piece real quick. But this is gonna be going through some interviews, some. Where's this stuff at? Yeah, we're gonna do that, I think.
I want to thank you so much for being here with me
I
today.
think this is it.
I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be here. You know, every day that I have on Earth is a gift and a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that. Very evil people are running the planet and want to kill you. And they're trying to do that, and they're aggressively pursuing this goal right now. Frankly, people are disappearing. Scientists are...
And like he was saying earlier, he's been having death threats.
My husband is missing.
Tonight, his case is at the center of swirling online conspiracies over the deaths or disappearances of at least 10 scientists that have caught the attention of the White House.
I just left the meeting on that subject, so yeah, pretty serious stuff.
An FBI spoke.
And then just recently, didn't he say it wasn't that big a deal? I don't think it's anything. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, he's like, I don't think it's that big a deal. Yeah.
There's all these missing scientists who had access to classified material. A bunch of them have turned up either, they're either missing or they have turned up. Scientists who had access to classified material. A bunch of them have turned up either, they're either missing or they have turned up dead. Have you been briefed yet about whether...
I mean, tell me he doesn't look like an alien right there.
...or not these cases are connected?
Yeah, I have.
And
like his eyes are so big.
Far, I mean, they're individual. We have a lot of scientists, so when you see, you know, you put together 10, it's a lot.
They don't look real.
You know, a very small number.
His eyes look like this entire thing.
So he's asking that question. Thousands, hundreds of
and his
thousands.
nose, bro. What is...
So, no, some of
the
them
wrinkles are so odd, too.
Very, sad cases in some cases. Some were sick. Some...
Like everywhere you can't get Botox.
Self-inflicted. Some had other things. So far, there's not a major, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of a connection anyway, and you say, oh, this is a terrible thing. But so far, we're finding that there's not much of a connection. We'll let you know. We're going to be doing a full report on it. It's very serious stuff.
There's all these...
I mean, at least he's saying it's serious. But, police report. So, yeah, the deputies arrive at 11. Apparently, he committed suicide while the officers were there, or something along those lines. He was holding a weapon outside his home. Moments after their arrival, he used the weapon on himself and was pronounced dead at the scene. Reports indicate he told deputies, "I'm sorry to put you through this," before the incident. The Boulder County Coroner's Office is conducting the investigation. No other individuals were found on the property. Family members confirmed the death was a suicide stemming from a long battle of depression and financial debt. The specific detail reports from the bounty gun. Yeah, let's look at that. Let's see. The Boulder County Sheriff's Office released a detailed timeline. At 11:44, the Boulder County Communications Center received a 911 call from himself. During the call, he expressed concerns regarding health issues and financial concerns and stated, "I need to leave, and I will be to the left of the house." He did not confirm he was armed or planning to harm himself. At 53, which is just 9 minutes later, the first deputy arrived in the vicinity but waited off the property for backup due to uncertainty regarding his intentions. So, another, 8 minutes. The second officers show up, 3 minutes down. Still on the phone with 911, David told the dispatcher, "I'm sorry to put you through this," before disconnecting just as deputies entered his driveway. sitting outside his home, holding a gun to his head. Within 5 minutes, and reportedly in front of the officers, he fatally shot himself. The scene. No other than was on the foul play.
There's all these missing signs.
Oh. This post contains references to suicide. Where is the 911 call? We're releasing a timeline. David Wilcock took his own life after a struggle with depression and overwhelmed. His family has chosen. I hope this loss encourages more focused attention on mental health care access. David was born March 8th. I want the 911 call that I saw. Last words. Last words. I'm sorry to put you through this. Is this the call?
Everywhere I go, hands turning, looking at me like.
The final moments of and verify.
Brother. Dude, this is getting ridiculously fun. I've seen it. Corey Good says Stephen Campbell, Jay Brother, and others harassed David Wilcox to the point of suicide. What the hook? I don't know. Has anybody interviewed the cops that saw him do this? And I've seen this. I've saw this 911 call before. I saw it. Damn. I remember seeing it. Okay, well, let's get on to the next one.
Death of David Wilcock has taken a disturbing turn online. The 53-year-old UFO researcher died in what authorities have described as an apparent suicide following a standoff with police in Boulder, Colorado on April 20th. According to a press release issued on April 22nd, officers responded to reports of a mental health crisis. They made contact with a man outside a residence who was holding a weapon. Within minutes of their arrival, he used that weapon on himself. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities later confirmed the individual was David Wilcock, but as the news spread, something else began circulating online. An old post from 2022, a post that is now raising questions. In that post, shared on X in December 2022, Wilcock had written, quote, "I plan on living, not suicidal at all, just concerned about what happens when you prove God is real."
And that's one of these theories that the internet has come up with, was that in this optimal timeline, which we're about to go into a little bit deeper of the conspiracy theory stuff in just a second, but in this optimal timeline, David Wilcock proves God's existence, and that changes the entire world. And like apparently all these scientists were about to prove God's existence, and that's why they gone missing. Let's just continue.
A post pairing his old statement with the news of his death has already crossed 5.5 million views online. And that's not all. Just 2 days before his death, Wilcock went live on YouTube. In that live stream, he spoke about being grateful to be alive, even as he referenced what he described as mysterious deaths in his field. Quote, "Every day that I have on Earth is a gift and a blessing. People are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. It's a little bit scary." Those words now being re-examined. Adding fuel to the speculation, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna also weighed in online. Quote, "If you are feeling uneasy about the number of scientists who have gone missing, died, or died by suicide, you are correct in your intuition. Something is up." Her remarks amplifying the conversation even further. Now, with an old post resurfacing, a recent video, and growing online speculation, the death of David Wilcock is no longer just a tragedy. It has become a question.
I don't know. What are you guys thinking? You think he did it?
Wilcock's final days before his mystery death. Rochelle Vaughn, who calls Wilcock her best friend, says she is stunned by claims surrounding the UFO researcher's death, revealing he was in good spirits just days before the incident. She says Wilcock's death comes as a complete shock. Handled the 911 call, believed the caller may have been experiencing a mental health crisis. Deputies arrived at the scene and encountered a man outside a residence holding a weapon. Officials say that within minutes of their arrival, the individual used the weapon on himself and was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities reportedly confirmed that deputies searched the home and surrounding property and found no one else present. Detectives are now working with the Boulder County Coroner's Office to determine the official cause and manner of death. The investigation remains ongoing. Wilcock had built a large online following through his UFO research, alternative theories, and digital content. The news of his
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. And this Amy Eskridge is a example of another person who has gone missing recently. And I mean, I have like a 2-hour interview and an hour presentation that she did. But this is just an anti-gravity presentation. We'll throw it in 2x speed here.
Let's get right into it and talk about gravity. Just kind of to start with the basics. What is it basically? It's a fundamental physical force interacts between different masses over both long and short distances. It controls the orbits of the planets, and those are all things we've heard before. And anti-gravity is basically the science of modifying gravity. So anti-gravity is kind of a misnomer. It's really more gravity modification, but colloquially it's called gravity. So just kind of start at the beginning, right? So Copernicus published his theory of heliocentricity in the 1500s, and then Kepler, of course, came up with the planetary motion stuff in the 1600s, and then Newton published his law of universal gravitation in 1686. And I guess one thing to really note about his law of gravitation is that it follows the inverse squared law, meaning that it dissipates over distance proportionate to the inverse of the square of distance. It was first found in Cavendish departmental library loan system, and it was checked out by me last year. I mean, some sort of explosion that comes out of a superconductor, but when you take
think which is coming from outer space and provided propulsion turbines. Right? Now, some of those electrons are distributed spinning. And what happens? You can name an element that has nucleus only and no spinning electrons.
There's a way of generating large amounts of
what's first thing. And we even got a million frames per second.
It's just talking about, this is older, this is 2019, and they're talking about manipulating gravity. And she was making headwinds apparently into this. Alright, let's look at some comments. Amy needs all of us to be her voice now, more than ever. Rest easy, girl. She said on another video that she was under constant vigilance from people who didn't want her research to be published. It's disgusting that she was literally tortured with microwave beams through her own home and then eventually killed. The government doesn't want us civilians to know, care, or understand that this propulsion technology. Because it's free travel. It's free travel. That's the most expensive thing. That's where they make a lot of money. They sell oil. Boys, oil comes from the earth. It's a renewable resource that I think the earth produces. And it's shale. You feel me? But the microwave beams, yeah, dude. I might go, let's see if I can show you that. I mean, they have the heart attack gun and all that stuff, so they got her fucking good on her hands, bro. Bro. Come on, bro.
Out that I was being physically surveilled.
See?
By the following method. My ex-boyfriend and I realized that people had been breaking into our apartment while we were gone together in the same vehicle. And so, like, I'm in the apartment, I'm about to go to work, and I'm like, why don't you take out the trash and scope out the parking lot and make sure it's okay before I go to work? So he goes out there and he's like, there's this weird fucking Lexus. It's like a silver Lexus. This is a shitty apartment. Like, why is there really nice Lexus in the parking lot? And it has tinted windows that are not street legal. Like, just totally dark, totally black tinted windows that are not possibly street legal.
See, like,
and so
if time travel exists, right? Like, if Tesla really did do time travel, and then the government came in, took all the time travel documents, and then the government now can time travel, can't they just decide if they're going to choose evil or good for the final bang bang? And then if they want to choose evil, they could just kill all these scientists, or maybe that these scientists had to go away, otherwise something else could have happened that would have ended the world. There's so many things, right?
Comes back in and we're standing in our bedroom window looking at the Lexus and talking about it. And I say out loud, maybe we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate. Because the Lexus is across the parking lot from us, but it's backed in, so you can't see the license plate. Within 2 minutes of me saying, hey, we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate, we were still standing there at the window looking at it, talking about it. And an Eastern European looking motherfucker with a black beanie, dressed all in black, in his 50s or 60s, walked out of the apartment directly across from ours holding a license plate. And he opened the trunk of the Lexus and he took out some tools and he changed the license plate right in front of our fucking faces. And then he walked back to his apartment and he put the old license plate on the front patio and went inside, left it outside. And it was literally like, come get the license plate. I have more. Where this came from. Come get the license plate. And then after that, the Lexus started tailing me. And every time I saw the Lexus, it had a different license plate.
Damn.
It would be like Alabama plates, a different state plate. It would be random dealer plates.
I mean, bro, that's odd, because you can't just go change a license plate. You gotta have some federal...
None of which were local.
Woo!
Just like cardboard temporary dealer plates, none of which were any local dealers. Every time I saw it, it was different plates. It would follow me to the gas station to go get beer. I would go get beer at the gas station, and that Lexus follows me. And even my ex called an Uber once. He called an Uber. The Lexus pulled out from the spot across the parking lot from our apartment, drove over to our apartment, and said, hey, I'm your Uber, here to pick you up. The license matched in the Uber app, but they didn't have an Uber sticker or a Lyft sticker. You can't drive Uber if you don't have an Uber sticker. He pulled out of his spot. He pulled out of his spot across from our apartment where he lived and drove over there to pick him up and said, hey, I'm your Uber, here to pick you up. They changed the license plate right in front of our face. Like 60 seconds after I said, hey, we should go take a picture of that license plate. And they leave it on the patio, like, take it. We have more. Just take it. Like, I'm scared. I'm tired. I'm real tired. I need to disclose soon, man. I need to publish soon because it's like escalating. It's getting more and more aggressive. Like over the past, this has been going on for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And over the past 12 months, it's been like escalating, like more aggressive, more invasive, digging through my digging through my underwear drawer, and sexual threats over the past like 3 to 6 months. And now I'm like, fuck, I have to publish. Fuck, I have to publish, because like it's only going to get worse until I publish. There's no way out of this. There's no way out of this fucked up situation until I publish.
No way out of it. Woo.
Well,
this is 54 minutes though, yeah.
So the ultra terrestrials, I'll just tell you. The ultra terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is? They're us from the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here, from the future. P-47 is present plus 47,000 years. P-52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near future. It wipes out most of like everything, man. And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right? And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die.
The numbers that we received before the Looking Glass was shut down, disbanded, was that there would be a 19% probability with an 85% confidence that the disaster would occur, that there would be transition from timeline 1 to timeline 2. But that then means that there's an 81% chance.
Okay. All right. Timeline, right? You see this? Optimal timeline was what David Wilcock mentioned here. Let's go. Bang. What? There we go. Brother, just let me look at these and blow up this, please. Bro, how do I literally just want to look at this, bro. There we go. Alright. So, let's go all the way down here. I'm trying to see if we can find him real quick. Pindor, Fiat, Nixon. Ancient aliens, Anunnaki, those who are from heaven to earth, the Greys, Jacob Reptilian. Bada bing, bada boom, right? You see that? You're gonna see David Wilcox somewhere real. But with David Wilcox, this talks about the optimal timeline. The Pentagon and the Nazis, bro. That's funny. What the fuck? Where'd it go? Hitler cut to Bill Clinton. I don't think this is actually the originalities. Let's find the original. Just type in QMAP. That is it. Okay. What? What? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Ah, damn. Still can't really see, but here you go. You got Ancient Aliens, the Earth Alliance. Where? Damn, I wish you could see this, man. How do I find like a big one? Oh well, you kind of get the idea. What the fuck? This is so weird how the internet is now. I don't get it. I don't get how this happened. Facebook the greatest. Shout out Facebook, I guess. What is this shit, man? Brother. The great solar flash. Alright, dude. Screw this shit. This shit sucks. Let's get back into this.
And so
but that's optimal timeline. One of these is optimal timeline. No nuclear war. USA surrenders to China. The Illuminati. That's 82%. Global nuclear war. China, Illuminati versus USA. Killing 7.5 billion people. P is the present moment. 45,000 years until the end of the universe timeline. 52,000
individuals who want to carry the negative
against China as a result of artificial superintelligence sending us by 2020. It's highly probable that the preemptive nuclear strike by the U.S. against as a result of the ASI.
Convinced that it's going to occur. We're not presenting the facts.
Whatever that fucking means.
So what you're saying is the Illuminati, to get back to that thread, is basically the side that believes that the transition is going to occur from one timeline to the other.
Not only do they believe that it will occur, they want to provoke it.
But how does it benefit them to provoke it? Why should they want to be P-45s?
They don't. The living ones don't. They're looking at the P-45s as a means to an end for them. They're not going to live that long. They're just going to live a normal human life and die. So they want the control for themselves. The fact that the P-45s, that's how immoral these people are. The fact that the P-45s are wanting us to, at their stage in their own development, have a disaster which justifies their own history, is being used as a means to an end by the Illuminati, who would like to see that the population is culled so that they can gain greater control. They don't care.
So, okay, so
they just want for themselves. They're a really human being.
Trading human beings as food and drug adrenochrome for technology with aliens from Orion. Death camps were... Yeah, Orion goes out there.
Things that don't care. That care that little.
So what you're saying is the Illuminati want the catastrophe to occur so that
Trump's win over Hillary Clinton saved us from being
a
harvested by
certain
evil
number,
aliens.
3/4 is the number I've heard, of humanity dies. They
Well,
get the earth
history
to
reads
themselves.
about a little over 2/3. That's what the history
Okay,
of the J-Rods
2/3.
actually read.
All right, 2/3. And then what? I mean, they've still had to live through earth changes and cataclysms, right?
Right. But these people are also the ones who have their guaranteed
God
positions
wins.
in the safety zones, underground facilities, etc. And so they are presumed. It is not known for certain that they are presumed to actually then be the progenitors, if you will, of the people who become the J-Rods. The history reads that the natural passage of us through this energetic space is a good thing. But it's our use of technology which provokes the catastrophe.
So it's
our enhancement of this natural system, inappropriate enhancement, which provokes the catastrophe. And so, no, we don't want that to happen. I think that the energetics that we're passing through is part of what's happening to us naturally that's changing us in a positive way. It's part of the loving cosmos that we're part of. I think that's probably one of the factors, not all, but one of the factors for the rise of these beautiful children, the indigo children. And I'm all for it.
So we want to leave the stargates, the natural stargates. They are leaving those alone.
Right. We want to keep our hands off from nature. Pull our hands away. Get it away from the fruit of the tree of life, so to speak. Get it away. and just let nature happen during this time. That will be a good thing. However, we also have people who oppose that because they want what they want.
The potential concern that might be happening here. And then the third piece is, what do we want to do about this problem? Well, we've got to actually address the scientific, technical, ethical, legal, religious aspects of this, and more people need to be involved if we're going to make that progress. So this is the obligatory DoD type of campaign.
To buy time from telling you the truth.
So, yeah, we've had phase one. We've completed phase one. I would argue phase one ends when we get Schumer. And so it says, demonstrate UAP existence by, January of 24. And you're like, oh, that's crazy. It's never going to happen. It probably won't happen in my lifetime. I'm saying that already happened. The Gang of Eight just said that we need this legislation, and they don't have proper oversight. So disclosure is a process. It's not an event, and it's going to stair-step across these phases. So phase two is where academia, I think, comes in, and then ultimately we get to the wider public. And so we see like October 2030 is maybe the pivot point when this board sunsets. 7 years for the board to do its job, but in order to facilitate the board doing its job, this philosophical investigation, line of effort B, scientific investigation, line of effort C, and private sector investigation, line of effort D, is where we can all contribute to facilitating and lowering that potential barrier. All right, terms of reference disclosure. So the point here is there's a difference between controlled disclosure and catastrophic disclosure. Controlled disclosure is using the campaign plan. Catastrophic disclosure, I think, was
feeding alien human children in trade for technology.
In the prior discussion, where all the information is just dumped out there by an adversary or non-human intelligence to create societal disruption. All right, so this is an important slide because if we want to facilitate this board doing its work, then the barriers that impede that need to be lowered. And so you need to understand what the impediments are to disclosure. And so there's 6 reasons for non-disclosure: national security, lack of a plan, societal disruption, covert agreement, cover for misdeeds, and organizational
time from telling you the truth.
One of the caveats that I do have some personal information that I did get personally involved in was some information that had to do with the Stargates and Looking Glass, and more specifically the 2012 problem with those projects. Realistic that
we're going to skip past this one.
App left on.
And did as soon as they came into office?
No, the game's over long after the 2 players know it's over. Because they can't see the board and see that there's only 7 moves left.
We redid a lot. As you remember, I made Space Force, and they tried to end it as soon as they came into office, and they had a revolt in the military. We created Space Force. That's the first time in 78 years since the Air Force that something like that's been done, creating a new branch.
Oh, that's gone. What did that just say? No nuclear war. P-52's timeline. War for the future direction. P-52 timeline. What is this?
Oh, that's gone. And I'm, I'd like to believe that at some point you have to stop pretending that yeah, you're right. Maybe we're not just as strong, you mean? Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think I'm gonna see next week. So I mean, we have time, but I'm going in and out of places. But not everyone has time.
What?
I finally got short this one. I'm of the view that in the last 3 to 5 years, the world has reached a fundamental inflection point about what it's going to look like 10 years from now. I mean it literally. It's not hyperbole, it's not like I'm trying to pump it up. I think it's a genuine reality. And so each of the countries around the world, particularly those who had real power at one time or still do, are wondering, how do I maintain and sustain our leadership in the world? That's what the United States is going through right now. How do we sustain it? For being the leading, most powerful, and most democratic country in the world. A lot's going on. I don't know about you. I never anticipated, notwithstanding, no matter how persuasive President Trump was, that we'd have people attacking and breaking down the doors of the United States Capitol. I didn't think that would happen. I didn't think I'd see that in my lifetime. But it's reinforced what I've always known and what I got taught by my political science professors and by the senior members of the Senate.
In 2003, I had a patient in my drug-free medical practice who was a head of state. And one day she said, it's almost time for the great culling to begin. That's what I said. The what? She said the great culling, C-U-L-L-I-N-G, when you thin the herd. I said, what are you talking about? She said, it's almost time for the useless eaters to be culled. And she said, those are the people who are consuming our non-renewable natural resources. I said, who are the people who make this decision? She said, we, the aristocrats.
Congressman Steve Cohen of Tennessee agreed to talk about the bill. Remember, he's a co-sponsor.
I'm here to talk to you about these FEMA camps. I'm very disturbed about them. Why would we be building these things all over the country? For what purpose?
Well, we wouldn't, because they don't exist. It's just a figment of some people who can have concerns about maybe Martians or other creatures coming to infiltrate our society, thinking that there are such camps. But
so
there are no such
there
camps.
are no such. So why was it put into that bill? It's in a bill, so it's put into the bill. It doesn't exist. There are no FEMA camps anywhere in America.
No, there aren't. But they're not people that have been taken there, by some green monsters in a machine.
We redid a lot. As you remember, I made Space Force, and they tried to end it as soon as they came into office, and they had a revolt in the military. We created Space Force. That's the first time in 78 years since the Air Force itself.
I'm not living in a place like that when I finally get to the year 2020, because it's portrayed as more of the deterioration of our society rather than the strengthening of it. And I truly believe that my wonderful country is getting better rather than deteriorating. My character, Rachel, is absolutely possible by the year 2020. It's absolutely possible that I could be genetically engineered by that time. That's what made it very easy to play the character, because it is possible. Knowing that was a source of direction for me in the character.
You even say to Harrison Ford, possibility here that maybe you too could be genetically engineered.
Right.
I mean, why not?
There were times in the film when thinking about, I mean, as far as, as an actress, you mull around for a long time trying to find who your character is. And you do that by yourself. You do that when you wash the dishes. I mean, you do that when you're on your own time, and it's just peacetime with your own character. And there were times when actually thinking about the fact that in the year 2020, I'm going to be alive, was sort of pinprickling. I have feelings.
Hey. Except he's in a spaceship. How do they know? I feel like these people were just like, it's a big plan. They all knew the timeline. Hager, Kesha, Guy Fieri, Comet Ping Pong. Oh shit.
If you see us as some kind of demonic outer space aliens, that's your prerogative. But there's no but. There's only the freedom to do whatever the hell you want to do. Oh, you can say heck, whatever you want to do in this country, short of stepping over your line of liberties and freedoms.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Why did all these Satanist guys go? Man. Yeah, they definitely know. I mean, they all act like this. This is disgusting shit, isn't it? In the year 2022, people are still the same. They need Soylent Green. Never-ending astral vampire. Prepare. Agenda 22. Pucifer. Orion Queen, super single. Yeah.
Talking about these FEMA camps.
They don't exist.
So why was it put into that?
My question is, if this is all supposed to end in a big nuclear war or whatever, and the public's knowing about it and not doing anything, what's actually going to stop this from happening? Like, why is this the good timeline? Is it just because it's like gonna be just about to happen and Jesus comes and saves us? Because that would be beautiful. But it seems like it's supposed to happen almost no matter what. This event, that is. There's basically three options.
Bill, what in the hell is this?
Coffin. It's hundreds of thousands of coffins.
And if they had to get rid of people or dissidents, they got the caskets for it, don't they?
Yes, and we found stockpiles all over the country.
In 2003, I had a patient in my drug-free medical practice who was a head of state. And one day she said, you know, it's almost time for the great culling to begin.
No such, so why was it put into that bill? It's
in January of 19.
What is it about these vaccinations you think?
That's a hit. That hits hard.
Of voluntary
martial law.
Put into the bill, it doesn't exist. Put into the bill, it doesn't exist. There are no FEMA camps anywhere in America.
No, there aren't. But they're not people that have been taken there, by some green monsters in a machine.
The fusion centers are actually command centers for a network of concentration camps ready to be activated under martial law.
I do not feel safe living in the United States.
Do you want to come in and sit down?
No, sir. I'd rather not.
You'd rather just be here so you can make a fast exit if you have to?
As soon as you and I finish,
you're out
I'm
here.
leaving the country again. Why? Because in a very short time, not today, not tomorrow, but very soon, we'll be facing compulsory vaccination.
Are you talking to me now about the current
term of voluntary vaccination?
Are you talking to me now about the current swine flu?
I am.
Talking about? Now, what is it about these vaccinations? You think that they're bad?
Well, first of all, let's start with the fact that the World Health Organization has decided that we have 90% too many people.
I think that it's really fulfilling of a dream that we had together with my leadership team when we started in 19. The first week we met in January of 19 in California and to set up the goals for the next 5 years. And one of them was by 2023 we will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%. I think today this is becoming reality.
Wow.
Stop economic and population growth, or else our planet will not cope. And as you know, this report has sparked a long controversy.
This war is really a turning point of history, and it will reshape our political and our economic landscape in the coming years. But we also are at the tail end of the most serious health catastrophe of the last 100 years, COVID-19, and we have to reinforce our resilience against a new virus possibly, or other risks which we have on the global agenda. We also have to address urgently the issue of climate change and all the other issues related to the preservation of nature.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? Where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating?
So
what are they consuming?
technology is always going to lead us to this catastrophe.
We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
There's going to be people of means who are going to travel, and then there's going to be people maybe of lesser means who might actually be able to use an Oculus or a Magic Leap or some other kind of device to travel to the same place, but from their own.
Bro, what? That is dystopian as hell. Some people will be able to travel, other people you have to do it from a fucking VR.
Couch. But in many ways, it's actually going to create even more distance between those two people. That psychologically, and I think that we've experienced this through social media. In many ways, it's brought people closer in certain ways, but actually create this remarkable divide because it's even more visible. Actually.
And then finally, we cannot hide away from human.
Yeah, nobody knows this, but Jane Goodall is a freaking esoteric
population growth. Because it underlies so many of the other problems. All these things we talk about wouldn't be a problem if there was the size of population that there was 500 years ago. All these things we talk about wouldn't be a problem if there was the size of population that there was 500 years ago. All these things we talk about wouldn't be a problem if there was
the World Health Organization
that there was 500 years ago.
The World Health Organization has been working since 1974 on vaccines to create permanent sterility.
And going forward, we are entering our sixth five-year strategy, starting 2026. We're accelerating our work. We will reach more children with more vaccines faster.
2026. Childhood wellness plan, 72 shots and more on the way.
And not just more children, more individuals, because we have vaccines we have the HPV vaccine for adolescents as well, and who knows, the TB vaccine is on the anvil. And we are significantly accelerating our work, and we are really thankful to our donors. Prime Minister, thank you so much. At the launch of our investment opportunity, the government of Spain announced that it will at least commit to a 25% increase. We're extremely thankful to you for that. Extremely thankful to the European Union and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for hosting our replenishment.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill and Melinda.
I think all of you are Gavi ambassadors.
Thank you.
Really thankful to you for the support that they
I'm so thankful for your money. And in return, we will give you Indian blood, Indian baby blood.
To make matters worse, we know that the vaccines that were illegal...
This is pretty shocking.
This process has already been ongoing. To make matters worse, we know that the vaccines that were illegally approved by the FDA contain a substance called squalene.
Squalene, an organic compound used in vaccines to stimulate the immune system and increase the response.
If I inject you with squalene, your immune system will attack the squalene, but then it starts attacking all of the parts of your body. What does that look like when you meet a person to whom that is happening? It looks like Gulf War syndrome. It looks like every joint in the body swollen and intolerably painful and immobilized.
This is in these shots they're going to give us?
It's in some of them, but the U.S. government has a trick up their sleeve.
Which is?
They will induce a pandemic using the nasal mist vaccine, which is a live attenuated virus. That means that if I take it, I can infect you. You're going to get the flu. Everybody around us is going to get the flu. Then the United States government, based on statements that they've already made, will say,
she goes right out. Look
we
at
have
this.
a pandemic. Oh my goodness, we don't have enough doses. So
I don't feel
mix squalene at the 90,000 injection stations.
They showed
that
you
the
right on
Department of Health
freaking
and Human
camera,
Services
bro.
announced that they will ship the vaccines to.
People lining up, sometimes by the hundreds, for an H1N1 flu shot.
What that means is a holocaust, a genocidal holocaust. Men and women will sicken and die, and those who survive will be infernal.
On this virus. It's a pretty serious situation. I bet you asked. It's a serious situation.
Stern's flu has now been declared a national pandemic.
What the hell did you put in that vaccine?
Created a flu that sparked the demand for a vaccine that doesn't work. After everyone in the country is vaccinated.
In the world?
They'll have murdered millions.
Nope, you don't have it. And we have taken that virus and embedded it in the vaccine of the Stern's flu.
I knew it. I knew it. You created a panic and now everybody's begging for the vaccine.
No, demanding it. With all the entitlement of a first world country. Yes. And now we have exactly what we want. Hundreds of millions of Americans lining up, offering us their arms, and letting us give them our creation.
I'm pretty sure when every vaccinated person starts dying, they'll trace it back to you, undetectable virus or not.
What we are doing is far bigger than death.
You're killing people.
I told you it does not kill. That was the amazing epiphany we had. We didn't have to kill to accomplish our goal. We intend to stop human reproduction for 3 generations. The busy, endless global assembly line of babies will grind to a halt. You're sterilizing people? Uh-huh. In the first 5 years, we'll start to see major birth rate declines as teenagers vaccinated today hit their childbearing years. I love people.
How?
Why we're doing what our government or citizenry is too spoiled or self-indulgent to do. We are saving ourselves from ourselves.
Halting overpopulation.
100 years ago, the global population was 1.7 billion. 2011, it reached
7 billion.
People live too long, die less often, fuck too much, shit out babies late.
In 2050, they say it's going to plateau.
It'll be too late to save an Earth that bears any resemblance to a world we actually want to live in. We have to live modestly. We have to live selflessly. And as you know, we're not that good at it.
You can't just decide people won't have babies.
I can and I did.
And I've been told in another area certain things about the phenomenon that are quite disturbing. I mean, there are a lot of people privately claiming to me things about the implications of the phenomenon that go beyond, far beyond the whole notion of just, I mean, I wish it was as simple as extraterrestrials getting in their little spaceships and flying from Zeta Reticuli and coming to this planet. That's the easy explanation. The explanation that I've been exploring in recent months is more complex, and I've already spoken about this to some extent, so I will say it involves the notion of future human time travel. And look, it's only hypothetical. I'm not saying it's real. But if what I'm being told about that is true, then yeah, I would be somber too.
Why is that somber? Why is the fact or the potential that it might be humans in the future terrifying?
Because of what well, I think I wouldn't be giving too much away if I said that, you think about it. Why, since 1947, has there been a phenomenon taking an interest in the human race, particularly in nuclear weapons? Why is something or someone apparently trying to send us a message about nuclear weapons? Why is it that nuclear weapons are being shut down by what slide 9 refers to as remote sensor disassembly? What's it trying to say? What's coming? Imagine if, and
what's coming?
Here, imagine if future humans knew that if we continue on the path we're going, there's going to be a nuclear war or a conflagration of some time. Wouldn't you want to head that off? Wouldn't you want to protect your kin? And imagine if you were somebody in the US defense and intelligence establishment that was aware of that quite insane sounding idea that this might be a time thing, a future war thing. And imagine if you're worried that anything you do might jeopardize that time stream.
I think we're going to be in any shape in a decade to be doing very much of anything. So I'm not hopeful for the future direction that we're moving in.
And the future direction, climate-wise, AI-wise?
Climate-wise and geopolitical-wise, that's the thing I think is going to kind of come. I think things are going to be pretty difficult starting in a few years. And from what I've been told by sources.
What does that mean it's going to be difficult?
It's I can't say specifically. I don't know that much yet, and I can't really say, but just that a lot of what we take for granted now in life, I don't think is going to be, we're not going to have it. A lot of things we have now that makes our lives as wonderful as they are.
I'm being told this is future human. And I'm being told that what we're looking at is an effort by a future civilization to stop a catastrophe. To stop our silly monkeys that are playing with matches, as Edgar Mitchell once said to his good friend, the spaceman. There is a real mood of apocalypse in the people that I'm engaging with officially, who speak to me on a background basis in defense or intelligence in the United States in particular. They are really worried that we're heading for a calamity.
It does appear certainly that that the UAP activity seems more provocative. It seems less afraid, less elusive, more in our face. more willing to defy our controlled airspace. That I agree with wholeheartedly. That's a concern for us.
Some of the people I chat with who deal with this, mentioned that they feel like maybe something's going to be happening soon.
You're building a bunker out there in Wyoming?
The rule to Fight Club is you never talk about Fight Club. So if you're building a bunker, you don't tell people because then everybody knows where to go when everything goes south. So, it would be remiss of me to not say that, I think people, look, being prepared is not a bad thing. Now, being paranoid, maybe.
A bunker feels a little paranoid, Lou.
Well, look, there's an old saying, right? Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
Is there some deep, dark secret to part of this that maybe the public should not know because we'd freak out?
Well, there's always that cognitive dissonance, right? But again, going back to what I said, that America can handle the truth. Look, if I go to the doctor and I've got stage 4 cancer, well, doctor, let me know, right? Don't keep it from me. It may be bad news, but at least I got a chance to fight it, right? Don't keep that from me, right? This is information that I think we're all entitled to know if we want to know. I think, that if some people were to find out that maybe humans don't have as much influence on their own future, maybe as we might think we do, right? Look, a hurricane comes in and wipes out a town, and we don't have a vote in that, do we? We're a lot more helpless than we really think we are.
What is imminent?
Time is not a luxury that we can afford. The time has come. We need to start having the conversation collectively. We should have had it a while ago, but we really need to start having the conversation.
Now, there have been some significant rumors of events regarding UAP that may occur within, like 10 years or so. I don't know if it's something coming or a natural disaster. You hear of something big coming down the pike. Have you heard of these claims? And if so, do you have any idea what it may be?
Yes, I've heard of them. Yes, I'm aware of them, and I'm not able to have that conversation.
Got it.
It's not my conversation to have, but I am aware of it.
So I heard you had a little visitor yesterday. Lou Alejandro? Oh yeah, that you brought him in? What made you reach out or get connected with him?
I heard about it. Yeah. One, he's an expert. And that's the other thing, I'm gonna bring you back. Everybody, you young people, all here particularly, because we've got a real problem.
There's certainly something going to happen in 2027, and I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I've also heard 2034, and I've also heard other dates, much later. But depends who you talk to. Some people say it's a pole reversal. Some people say it's an asteroid hitting the planet. Some people say it's AI reaching quantum, and then all of a sudden we lose the capacity to have control of our own computer systems. I have no idea. What I am aware of is that everybody's telling me we're on borrowed time. And I cannot begin to emphasize how serious a look I get when I say to people who are confiding in me, what's the timescale on this? And they're urging me to be urgent. They're saying to me, people need the right to know this. They have a right to know this. And I'm going, well, what are we talking about? And I feel like shaking these people and saying, for God's sake, just bloody tell me. And they are all constrained by their national security oaths. They want the public to know this.
So as you see, it gets real. It gets real really fast. So, yeah, we're having some scary issues. 724. But yeah.
Terrestrials, I'll just tell you.
But yeah.
Terrestrials, I think. Have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is? They're us from the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here, from the future. P-47 is present plus 47,000 years. P-52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near future. It wipes out most of like everything, man. And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right? And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die.
Miraculously.
Disclosure is going to come out of Huntsville, Alabama. Out of Redstone Arsenal. Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama is the biggest fucking deal that you've never heard of.
Sounds like it.
It's the biggest fucking deal that you have never heard of. Because the fact is that we have deep and wide, extensive credibility that no one knows about because you're not supposed to know about it because it's in Alabama, it's obscure. You're not supposed to know about it. That's the point.
People that know what Huntsville is. Amy
People
showed
know what Huntsville is? Is that what you're saying? People don't know what Huntsville is. Huntsville is the biggest fucking deal on the planet that you have never heard of. Now, like, Huntsville is the Silicon Valley of government national security technology and intelligence community technology and aerospace technology. Huntsville is like the hub. Like, we are number 3 on the First Strike launch list. If First Strike happens, 3 targets, Huntsville will be one of them. Alabama. This is Alabama dude in the deep south. We're in the top 3 First Strike. We're in the top 3 First Strike because you haven't heard of us. That's why. It's on purpose. I started the Institute for one reason. The Institute. I started it as a public-facing persona to disclose anti-gravity technology through.
What was that?
Because, I told Mark this, if you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off. If you stick your neck out in private, fuck you. They will bury you. They will burn down your house while you're sleeping in your bed, and it won't even make the news.
Facts.
Thought that I was being
Facts.
Better, he's afraid of disappearing.
That's a whole other problem. I think doing it in the public is better in that case. But that's a different.
It still doesn't mean you won't disappear. I mean, even if you do it in the public, it still don't mean that the inventor won't disappear for lots of reasons.
Like Ming Lee.
Now, who is Ni Ling? Amy Esker's week before dies. Hands burned with no source of fire. Claimed that she was being hit by RFK. Band emitter. Told a colleague I needed disclosed soon, man. Texted, I did not kill myself. And we could watch this. This is the hour long. We just watched most of that, actually. But let's go ahead and look at Ning Ling. This is, like I said, this was her 2019 presentation that you kind of saw a little bit of. I'll save this to the stream react. And then this was one of her final interviews. This long interview. You can watch this whole thing here. So I'll save this as well. And we can react to that another time too. This is a good one. But let's go ahead and ring about Ning Lee, an American physicist. We'll just hit the Wikipedia for right now. Ning Lee, January 1943 to 2021, was a Chinese-American physicist. She is known for her research in anti-gravity. In the 1990s, Lee worked as a research scientist at the Center for Space Plasma and Aeronomic Research, CSPAR, at the University of Alabama. Coming out of Huntsville, huh? In 1999, she left the university to form a company, AC Gravity LLC, to continue anti-gravity research. Her work and the circumstances leading up to her death have resulted in multiple conspiracy theories. Born in Shandong, she graduated from the Department of Physics from Peking University, and in 1983, she immigrated with her family from China to the U.S. In the series of papers co-authored with fellow... She claimed a practical way to produce anti-gravity effects. She claimed that the anti-gravity effects could be produced by rotating ions, creating a gravitomagnetic field perpendicular to their spin axis. Okay, if another is going to be aligned in a Bose-Einstein condensate. So the quantum critical. The resulting effect would be strong and gravity enough force to a strong... The alignment may be possible by trapping superconductor ions in a lattice structure and a high temperature superconducting disk. Wow. Alright, while at the University of Alabama, Lee's work attracted the involvement of founding NASA's. However, Lee reported to have become frustrated with the pace of research at the center. So I also think they get scientists that are on breakthrough type paths, and they hire them, or they recruit them, and then they'll put them on a task that seems great, but it's just like it's never ending. Who's that scientist guy that Bob Lazar, just like how Bob Lazar was talking about. Let's get into her death. In 2014, Lillian was struck by a vehicle while crossing the street in University of Alabama in Huntsville. Lee's husband, seeing the accident, suffered a heart attack and died a year later. The accident caused permanent brain damage. Lee's son cared for her during the next 6 years while she suffered from Alzheimer's. She died at 78. Oh, man. So she got hit by a car, huh? Struck by a vehicle on the campus is sus. Because that means they knew she was going to be there, you know? Oh, man. It's pretty gnarly.
To hell and back as I've been typing.
But this is, this is a very interesting thing as well. We'll wrap this up on this bad boy here, but...
My hands have been burned to hell and back as I've been typing. Because you can beam me through there and through there. And you can get a 3D image of what I'm typing. Because this computer doesn't have a Wi-Fi card. You can't hack it. But you can maybe get a 3D image of me typing. So like we just did that. And did that as an act of pure desperation. And guess what? I feel better immediately. Like, my hands still burn because there's damage. But it's like my body relaxed when we barricaded the shit. And it was like, like relief. Like immediately.
How do we know she didn't just use like some weird lotion?
Back as I've been typing.
But if that's the case, them trying to get a 3D print. What the fuck? This is crazy. All right, June 11. The murdered scientist makes a shocking claim. The beings called ultra-terrestrial are not visitors from other planets, but rather humans coming from the future. Citing physicist Hal Puthoff, there are groups identified as P47 and 52. They are said to be humans returning from 47,000 years and 52,000 years in the future, after a possible catastrophe that completely alters humanity's fate. Amy Estridge, a founding partner on the Institute of Huntsville, Alabama, and an expert in advanced technology such as anti-gravity, lost her life at the age of 34 in June 22. Just recorded suicide. I don't understand the suicidal part, bro. Because she literally texted, "I did not kill myself," like a week prior. But this is interesting, huh? This looks evil. This looks a little bit happier.
Anti-gravity researcher texted 1 month before she died. If you see any report that I killed myself, I'm...
Yeah, that's crazy. Download that one.
I was being physically surveilled by the...
So aliens are just us.
Oh, yeah. Are they? Well, yeah. The alien creepy looking. What up, Blake? The fucking Christian. What up, man? Yeah. This was an interesting one, bro. She was saying that, in 2027 or in the near future, we are going to have a big catastrophe, nuclear war or something, and we basically split off, and there's two alternate timelines. One where we're like 52,000 years old, and the other one we're 47,000 years old before the universe is like collapsing in on itself. So they're time traveling today to today to fix the timelines and not have a catastrophe event happen to see whatever. And that's supposed to be God's timeline. So I think we're on a good timeline. If you kind of rewatch what I was talking about a little bit there, you'll see what I'm saying. But I'm done talking about that for now. But it was a good stream. This was very very informational, this stream. So if you guys are just now tuning in, you might want to run it back and rewatch it. It's a pretty good stream. Yeah, but we're gonna play a game of Pred, and then I gotta go to class, so we'll be getting out of here. But shit, the aliens, boy, look like ball sacks. I mean, it kind of makes sense for us to get all weird looking, you know, but why do we get skinny? We just don't eat as much or something? Like, why do we get so skinny? Is there like evolutionary, are our bodies like sucking up too much energy already? Because like they say, like the bigger your brain gets, the smaller your body has to get, because your brain's gonna use up all of the calories and stuff. That's why they say we're gonna have small bodies but big brains. But shit, I don't know. But how you doing, Christian? You doing alright, bro? Can't wait to see you tonight. We went bowling yesterday. Fucking got a little strike. All this and all that. It was nice. It was nice. Hell yeah, brother. How our skulls get so jacked up? So I know. I feel like the brain is just like gonna expand, and then you know how our skulls have like 4 cracks in it? I forget what they're called, but I can look that up real quick. Hold on. Cracks in our skull. Skull fractures? No, that's not it. The natural cracks. What is that called? Cranial sutures. Yeah, the sutures. But like, so earlier I was researching like cranial stuff. So they said like from C-section, you don't get pushed, you know, out that small little. So your cranial sutures are actually underdeveloped, and it's supposed to make you develop like that forward jaw and stuff like that. And then when you get actually delivered through, it kind of messes up with your head shape or whatever, but it strengthens your head shape. It's supposed to be like you'll never get that type of structure from your head. And it like, I don't know what happened to Joe though. maybe it's something like that happened to him. Shit. Let me see. C-section, V natural birth, head shape. Babies born C-section typically have like rounder, more symmetrical heads at birth. They say they still develop flat spots. I don't know. It might be on something. Damn, bro. I don't want to be fucking support on my last game, bro. Dang it! I knew I was gonna get support. I'll be a fun one though. I'll be somebody that's gonna kick ass. Be Kwong. I guess I'll be Kwong. Fuck. Steel, maybe? I don't know. I could do Argus. Could do a Borgas support. We'll see what their support is first. I like race support though. Could do Muriel. It's good. I got my tire taken care of so far. I did like a 3-hour pred stream and then a hour and a half. I'm doing this hour and a half stream right now. It's probably gonna be around 2 hours by the time I get done. Then I gotta go to school. Then I gotta go to work. So your boy's gonna be sleepy, a little sleepy. Nothing too crazy though. Decker or Muriel? I think I want to go Muriel. Decker Mur. But how's yours, bro? What you been up to? Been chilling so far? I think we should go Decker.
Time's running out.
Time for fresh dreams and take signals.
10% more damage and its cooldown is reduced by 15. Yes. 2 magical power, busy day. Get her done. Fuck yeah, dude. It's been busy as shit, but I'm excited to go to work and stuff. I'm gonna be tired though. 2 magical power though, on the increase. But that's why for Decker, if you go Soulbinder, because like she doesn't do a lot of damage, but if you go Soulbinder, and then I don't know, you probably have to do that later. I want to go damage though. If you go Soulbinder and then Gaia Greaves or something like that, and then go like support, more like support build.
Time for action.
I'm probably gonna go Mage here, and then a Galaxy Greaves. Mega Cosm would be fucking dope. Buff yourself and nearby heroes to gain 15%. When? How often does that buff go? Let's go. Let's do it. We're gonna go like damage.
Oh, yes.
Photon is the least amount of mana, so we gotta be pretty smart here. Restore 200 health from dealing damages. Right. Rad, where you at, man? Come on. I'm not even gonna be trying to take this damage. Yo.
Evolution.
Judas is so Jesus for 30. Man. Guys, I don't think Rev's playing. Revenant just sold me out, bro. I'm gonna fucking playing by myself, man. See that shit? I barely survived that. I'm gonna need help, man. Fuck. What's going on? Man. I mean, I gotta go back now. This guy is my Judas, bro. This Revenant's my Judas. He's literally selling me. Thank you, bro. I don't know what to do. Like, if I'd known he would have done this, I would have picked Wukong or some weird fucking game. Like, some... I mean, you can just farm still, bro. I don't need too much help, but just be ready to help. Like, we could kill the Zinx. Never mind, this game. Wow, dude. We got sold. I barely had time for one more. Barely. We'll try to see if we can squeeze in here. Shit. Are you watching The Chosen right now, bro? We watched like 2 or 3 episodes yesterday. I just got to the part where they caught all the fish. What a freaking scene. That was a great scene. Damn, episode 7. What? How many is in the? How many episodes are in season 5? Oh man, I want to see. I don't think I'm too far. Like literally episode 5, I think, or oh man. Damn, no, season 5. I'm your first subscriber. Let's go. Season 6 is scheduled to premiere on November 15th. So there's gonna be another season. I think 8, but that episode was fire. Oh shit! So he sold Judas out on episode 7, but then there's a whole season coming out. So that, do you think they'll do like the when he comes back, when he like lives for like the however long? Because that would be cool. I haven't seen anybody really do that too much. I mean, brother. I wonder why my Rumble bot's not working.
The dawn rises on Sanctuary.
The Rumble Studio? Alright. Which one we want? Jungle, carry, jungle, carry, jungle, carry. We'll go jungle.
Jungle roll aside.
What is this? I gotta set up the Rumble bot now. So is that why it's not been working? I actually gotta download it now. That's cool. I'll work with that. We're going Zarus. Hey, bro, Christian, you would like Zarus, bro. He's like a gladiator from like fucking, I don't even know, but this bro's sick. You can bounce on a guy and grab his like you create like a gladiator pit, and if you kill him while they're in the gladiator pit, you have like a permanent increase on your damage. Oh yeah. Last game I went stupid with Zarus. Absolutely silly stupid. Absolutely just silly guy stupid, man. So select a hero. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. See that's his ultimate down here. And then you have like a passive which you like heal after hitting somebody. And then you have like the evade, which is like a dash forward. Which, yeah, this gets gain 5 health and 1 physical power every minute. And I'm not gonna lie, that is like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but in a 25-minute game, you know, that's 25 extra power. And if you're using, you know, his ability, his ultimate, right? Which I'll let you read. Leap at an enemy hero, dealing damage and spawning a colossal. Killing this enemy in the permanently grants power. I think it's like 5 extra power. So if you get 1 to 2 kills, you know, not early, but semi-early in the game, he sold him out in 6, but the episode where he stands up on the boat and preaches and then turns around and is just like, hear me out. I know you've just been fishing all night, but just drop that net one more time. I know, and they dropped it right on the shore. They didn't go, he was like, drop it further out, and they didn't even go anywhere. He was like, okay, and he just threw it out there. They were running. Yeah, that was cool, man. We're gonna go back to the front line. And I do guess we can start with this one. Boom! Fish pulling the boat down. Oh snap! I know, and that just came in so clutch too, because his debt was like becoming like a thing. Like he was about to be like, oh man, my debt. So we're gonna be a little risky here. We're gonna throw down a yeah. Just to see. I don't know if that's gonna reach his 3 camp or not, but I'll get to see where that who is their jungler? Bale? Is he he can't be that good of a jungler. We're gonna smack his ass. Alright. Spear. I'm gonna want to I'm gonna clear my jungle, my red jungle, and then I might be able to gank you. I might be able to gank after that.
An allied tower is under attack.
My clear is not the best, but it's not that bad. Party hardy, let's see if we can get his I wanted his flash. You can get XP if you want. Alright. That's not good, guys. Come here. Yo. Sorry, bro. You were taking way too long. Sorry, gang. I took his shit, though. Store that shit. Now, their Bale, if they were smart, they'd be taking my blue side, but I don't think he's that smart. We'll see. I'm coming for this river right here.
An allied tower is under attack.
Sorry, he's pussy. Yeah, I knew he was gonna clear my shit, but it's okay. Look, we're reloaded right now. That's fine. I got XP. Even if I did take it away from my mans. Watch mid. Hey, watch right. Definitely coming over there. I knew he was gonna take my blue side. I'm coming left. She just warded it. Alright, be patient here. Hey, we gotta get twin blast. Or I'll go phase here. Phase. Yeah, I'm backing him out. Oh shit. Somebody block. Thank you guys. I can't right now. I gotta back first. I'll be right back. Be ready. We might have a team fight there. On my way. I wanted to get that kill left side first, man.
An allied tower is under attack.
I'm coming. Yeah, I think we gotta go Fang, but we gotta get a kill, I think, here.
Do not become reliant. An allied tower is under attack.
Yeah, yeah. Go mid. Come on.
Your efforts are appreciated.
Narb, come here. Good shit, Reyna. Push that, I guess. On me.
A temporary reprieve. Do not grow complacent.
Yeah, I want this Fang tooth, man. I'm missing out on my farm because of this Fang. We're not getting any fucking help, dude. I gotta back up. Nice! Now let's go Fang, Fang, Fang. Everybody.
Do not become reliant.
Help me out here.
Your efforts are
It's gotta be quick. Oh, we might have to get out of here. Cool. Get him. Alright. My fucking team. Where's the help, man? I need to farm a little bit. I'm a little behind. At least we got the Fang, though.
an enemy tower is under attack.
He's taking my stuff. I gotta take red and go blue and then probably mini with Reyna. Nice, 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 nice. Keep getting that bail, bro. Get his ass. I'm on my way too. Get his ass. Nice. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh! Probably not worth the death, but whatever. Decent. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make sure right lane or it's good for a second too. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, you're fine, bro. Oh, shut it. It's a tower. He has ult anyways. I had my ult, but they were just a little late. Come on. Get him, Mori. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna get this green buff. Oh yeah. This is a decent little fight over here. We're gonna win this if we. Ah! Get her! Oh, she's so low. Barely missed. Alright, I gotta go back and farm now. Good job, Mori. Good play. We're fine. Let's get Mini here soon, too. Nice. Yeah, soon. Let me farm this and then go back. I'll have my red buff too, so. Yeah, let me get this red and then I'll be over there. I know I can see him. I'm not too worried about it. I got a whole card to buy. Alright, they're over there. I'll be right there, man. I'm away. Distract their asses. They're pussy boys. I got my ult too, so take that Narb. Oh man. Looking left here.
An allied tower is under attack.
Help. Oh my god, bro, what? Oh shit. Was that on me, dude? That's ridiculous, bro. I thought why did we split up when we were all going to Fang? Like that's an easy double kill right there, guys. Not you, Narb, you did great, but man. But we have to get that one. Morgash, see if you can steal it. Throw that fucking hive on there. I'm coming. Kill his ass. Weak ass motherfucker. Get their asses too, fuck it. Yeah, I know I'm your teammates help me out. I ain't chasing this shit. She's going mini though. I'm coming right. Teleporting now. Back up.
An enemy tower is under attack.
Yo, they're all over here. Mid. Watch out. They're gonna slide to you. Watch out, watch out. Did that not hit his ass? They're all over here, man.
Can't believe I'm getting jumped because a Greystone can't win his ones.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah, I mean, all 5 of them over here. It's a weird team fight, but... Jeez, man.
This is so sad, bro.
This tower's actually doing them dirty, though. I'm baiting them, bro. I mean, all 4 of them over here. We should have 2.
All 5.
Can you guys? You guys need to. You guys need to push your fuck. You guys need to set your lanes, bro. If you all don't set your lanes, they're gonna be able to do this all game. I gotta back up now.
I'm pushing in. Do I have a Narbash? Is Narbash available?
I'll be right back. Come on. Time to run him out. Run him out. Run him out. Run him out. Run him all the way to mini. We'll take this mini. I gotta defend mid and left, bro. Set the lanes, guys. You guys gotta kill the range minions, you know?
Like, for literally,
like before you come help.
Why will we do that? Why will we attack orb when their jungle's alive? Why not push up lane?
Yeah, push lanes, bro. We're like falling behind everywhere. Not yet, bro.
Literally in my lane for 4 minutes.
Yeah, we need to set lanes before team fights like that, guys. Fuck that stupid ass Shaper, bro. This guy's so worried about the damn Shaper. Like all of our lanes are push up. The Shaper's gonna hurt us big time if we don't do that.
I just took his entire jungle. Okay.
Bro. This game is ass, man. Wow. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you all, bro. That's trash, man. Man. Graham, you're kind of trash, bro. Look on that build. Yeah. Fang Tooth is missing. Nobody's on it.
Greystone's headed to Fangtooth. Not gonna lie, I'm pushing up tower. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're fucked, dude.
You can all collapse on him. You can all collapse on him.
Come on, come on, come on.
Greystone and them just recall.
I'm running. We win this. We win this. I got my ult.
It doesn't matter. We got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, good job. Greystone's over here.
I had to back out. I'm coming back.
Killing me, bro.
I can't. Fuck! What the fuck, man? How is Bale so strong, bro? Y'all squish, man. It's just 6 fucking deaths, man. He has 7 though.
An allied tower is under attack.
Man, he had 7 deaths and he's still going. He's just being ultra aggressive. Nobody's targeting him. We're all switching targets, bro. We need to melt one after another. Alright? One after another. Like 1v1. Oh, bro. Mid.
Jump Greystone, bro. This dude's so annoying.
Kill him.
He does not have blink. Yeah, pop ult. All he's been doing is running for me this whole game. So annoying. I'm attacking right lane.
Alright. They're probably
he just died to orb.
Yeah, they're on orb. Yeah. Grim, set your fucking lane, man. Your lane's about to be fucking pushed again, dude. Look, bro, how are we gonna win a team fight like that? That's why we're down on towers, man. Grim, don't even leave your lane, Grim. Stay in your fucking lane and just push minions. You don't do enough damage yet.
Greystone doesn't have it, Bale doesn't have it, that's all that matters. They don't have orb, so.
Fucking all this weak shit, man. Twin Blast is good too. Yeah, I'm back. Fuck this, bro. I think it's Grim. I think the reason why we're losing is Grim.
Watch, they all collapse on me.
Yeah, they're definitely about to slide on you. All right, watch lives, watch lives.
They're babysitting the crap out of this.
I can get like a couple more kills with my passive, like, bro. I'll be a little bit more stacked.
Yeah, I'm just gonna retreat. We're just babysitting this guy. Annoying.
Damn, brother. Man, bro. I'm coming. Run, bro.
Hey, Narbash, maybe next time when I go in and I walk in to initiate, instead of standing behind me and they killing me before I can back up, maybe you go in with me, you know?
Narbash is trash, bro. I agree with you.
He's not taking any damage.
Sucks,
like,
bro.
I'm taking all the damage. You could just ult them and I'll get him, or just go in front of me and I'll hit him. But don't make me go in first and then walk away, dude. That's why they keep killing me. I can't get close enough to him.
He doesn't get it, bro. He sucks.
He's back up. Just back up. This game.
He's been behind me the whole game. Like, go in front. And you know what's crazy? Super Ace is my buddy. I invited him to this game.
Why would you do something like that? You fucked us, man. All right, good game.
Yep. No, Super Ace. The Twin Blast on the other team. That's my friend.
Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He is.
All right, chat.
Hey, you want to play one with us? Me, him, and you?
Nah,
The Twin Blast?
nah, I'm
Okay.
out. I mean, I didn't have time to do anything good there. Just kept dying and dying and dying. Okay, chat. You guys had fun today? Was that a good stream? Oh, that was a good stream for y'all boys. I am gonna raid out for y'all boys. Oh, and then we are out, yeah. So Alex Jones live.
Daniel Cameron was supposed to fight the drug crisis, take on opioid makers, but on
President Trump has spoken. Andy Barr has President Trump's complete and total endorsement.
It's known that the military has stuff 50 years in advance, okay? That's not debated. So now there's all this hype in the media. Clearly they're building towards something. But I'll tell you this, what I saw, when I say I've seen more UFOs in the last month than I saw my whole life, I never saw any UFOs, folks.
Sometimes
Never
most
saw
Spanish
'em.
companies.
I told the story. I'm
Yeah.
like 8 years old, and my dad's truck was broke down, so we drove the family ranch. My mother's Super Beetle Volkswagen. I still remember. And we're driving back from the ranch where his parents lived on I-45.